Hello, my name is Albert. We are going to talk about Friendster. Before Facebook, Friendster was one of the very first big social media networks. It started in 2002 and became super popular, reaching over 115 million users. But then it completely crashed. The crazy part, it didn't fail because people stopped liking it. It failed because the computer systems behind it couldn't handle the massive number of people using it. Let's start with some background. Friendstar was built using normal computer programming tools for its time, with one giant database to store everything. It started in the US, but it became a huge hit in Southeast Asia, especially in places like Philippines, Malaysia, and Singapore. But growing so fast broke the website. Even though everyone in Asia loved it, the website started taking forever to load and it crashed all the time. People eventually left Friendster simply because it was too frustrating to use. The tech couldn't keep up with the business. So, why did this happen? Let's look at how they built the website. In the beginning, the small team used a write code fast and fix it later approach. They didn't have a clear plan, they didn't write down rules, and they didn't test things carefully. This fast and messy approach is okay when you are a brand new start type trying to get your first users. But once millions of people are logging in, this messy code becomes a huge, dangerous problem. As more people joined, the computer servers were working too hard, the programmers were stressed, but the company bosses kept asking for new shiny features to show off. They ignored the invisible, boring work to fixing the website's foundation. This is a big mistake in software building. We have to balance adding new features with cleaning up old, messy code because they ignore the health of their software just to add new buttons and pages. The whole system eventually slowed down to a crawl. Another big reason for the crash was forgetting the set rules or how fast the website should be. The features themselves worked fine. You could upload photos and messages friends, but they forgot about the hidden rules. As it worst, it took 40 seconds just to load a friend's profile page. If the team had written down a strict rule that said a page must load in under 2 seconds, even if a million people are online, they would have been forced to build the tech differently from the start. Now let's talk about the computers themselves. Friendster used one giant database to hold all user data. Think of like Think of it like a massive filing cabinet. When a user wanted to see how they were connected to a friend, the computer had to search through millions of files. This takes a huge amount of computer brain power. When too many people try to do this at once, the database got confused and locked up. If one person updated their status, thousands of their people couldn't even load a page until it was finished. It was a massive traffic jam. To fix a traffic jam like this, you need a different road system. The team tried to fix it, but they were too late. For example, they didn't use something called caching, which is basically taking a quick photo of a page so the computer doesn't have to rebuild it every single time someone clicks on it. Also, putting everyone in one giant database was a bad idea for a social network. They should have broken the website down into smaller, independent pieces. That way, if the photo section was busy, the messaging section wouldn't crash. Next is testing. Friendster's team didn't do enough checking to see if their website could handle big crowds. In the tech world, before you launch a new update, you use fake traffic to stress test the computers. Friendster kept releasing updates without testing how they would handle millions of users in Asia. Because they skipped these tests and didn't use automatic code checkers, their updates often made the website slower and introduced new bugs. There is a famous tech rule that says if you didn't actively clean up your software, it will naturally become too complicated. This perfectly explained Friendster. They just kept piling new code on top of bad code. By the time they realized they needed to completely rebuild their system, it was too late. The website was so frustrating that users simply switched to a new, faster website called Facebook. The tech was finally fixed, but the users were already gone. To wrap up, here are 5 simple lessons we can learn from Friendster. First, set the strict speed limits for your website. Second, break big computer system into smaller, safer pieces. Third, save quick copies of your web pages so they load faster. Fourth, always stress test your website with fake traffic before a big update. And fifth, always spend part of your week cleaning up old messy code. Friendster proved a hard lesson. You can have the best idea in the world, but if your computers can't handle the crowd, your business will fail. Thank you.